Hello, friends, this is Jack. Today's video is mainly to share with you the 13th generation Titan GT77. Compared with the 12th generation Titan GT77, what are the upgrades and differences, and there may be some information that you want to know. Of course, if there's anything you want to know, you can also hit the barrage or comment area. I'll give you a reply if I see it. First of all, compared with the 12 generations of Titans, it doesn't change much in the mold. In fact, a 12 generation mold is still used, there is only a slight change. Is on the B side of the notebook, that is, the location of the camera. A physical anti-peep switch is adopted. You can turn the camera on and off by manually toggling this switch. Then this one is different from the previous generation. In other aspects, the A side is still the logo. B side of an RGB dimmable dragon shield. It's still a 16:9 screen. Only this time, compared with the previous generation's 4K20 upgrade. A mini LED 4K44 screen. This is the place where this upgrade is relatively big. What about the C side? It uses a Cherry MX mechanical keyboard. This mechanical keyboard is the same as the previous generation. Just one thing you need to pay attention to is that the mechanical keyboards of the two generations of products are not global mechanical keyboards. It is in the typing area, that is, in the English letter area, it uses a mechanical keyboard. And in the numeric key areas of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and the power key, that is, in the right part of the keyboard, it uses an ordinary one button. Some friends may not know this. On the ground, it is still the same as the 12 generations. Is a large area heat dissipation window and some MSI logos and foot pads. This is some differences in appearance between the two generations of products and some differences in molds. Here, let me briefly talk about some characteristics of Titan GT77. The first is that it has an RGB at its tail light bar. But what about this light bar, the actual computer effect? I think it's better to look at your self-perception. It's up to you to decide whether you look good or not. In terms of interfaces, the left side of the machine is a power supply interface from left to right. 2 USB Type-A and a full-size SD card slot, an audio headset microphone 2-in-1 interface and a power prompt lamp. On the right side of the machine from left to right is a USB-A Type-A interface, 2 Lightning 4 interfaces, a mini DP interface, the interfaces of each HDMI and ARZ45 network cable interface. This is the configuration of an interface of the 13th generation machine. Then let's talk about performance. In terms of performance, this time Titan used the 13th generation Core i9-3980HX, that is, the most flagship processor in the 13th generation. There are 24 cores. 32 threads are actually similar to desktop orders, and under the training of WeChat, it can reach a full P in 5.2 GHz and double P. One core is 5.6 MHz. In fact, the frequency is high. At the same time, the MSI generation also used a supercharged mode on this CPU. The Oracle feature allows this machine to double bake to a power consumption of 250 watts. Compared with this generation ASUS 240 watts, it will still have a 10-watt lead. So in terms of performance, this generation of satellites is still at the level of T0. We all know the 40 series graphics cards. Titan will have two video cards. One is 409,016G and the other is 408,012G. The total power consumption is 175 watts. This setup is probably like this. Some functions of intelligent graphics cards won't do too much introduction here. Compared with 307, everyone's performance is much better. It also has a DLSS3 technology. I won't say this. In terms of heat dissipation, compared with the Titans of the 13th generation, it also has an extra heat pipe. The new model has 4 fans and 7 heat pipes. 6 cooling holes. There are 13 generations. 6 heat dissipation ports in the heat pipe and extra heat pipe. In terms of storage, this generation of Titans still uses a 4 memory slot design. Because the frequency of 4 memory slots can't reach the frequency above DDR54800, it may only reach DDR5 or 4000. Because of the design of this slot, this is not the pot of WeChat, but in terms of SSD support compared with the previous generation, this generation of Titans castrated a PCIe 4.0 interface. That is, the previous generation had 4 zeros, add a computer 5 points. So this generation is 2 people. 4.1 plus 1 is 5.0. This is, because of heat pipes, so a 4.0 interface is not there. But it doesn't hurt either, because 3 mouths must be enough. Other aspects, like network cards, like batteries, it's like showing direct connection alone. These are flagship pairings. I don't think there is anything to say. The main upgrade point of this generation is compared to the previous, because of this, and the new graphics card, their own power consumption. Coming to a dual card with a power consumption of 250 watts and a 4K44 mini LED screen. In other aspects, you can refer to some specifications and news of the previous generation Titan. I believe everyone can have some understanding. If there is anything else you want to know, can be posted in the barrage or comment area. I can share what I know with you. That's all the content of this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.